Hello everyone, so for today we are going to talk at least 10 topics within the Introduction to Criminology subject. So the first one would be the basic one, which is criminology. What is criminology? Criminology is the study of crime and criminal behaviors, punishment, laws, codes, mm, every anything that is related with crime and criminals. So the next one would be crime. What is crime? Crime are the incidents, the happenings, or the wrongful acts that is happening within the society. Like, for example, robbery, murder, arson, rape. Those are examples of crime. And the next one would be criminal. What is criminal? Criminal are those person who committed a crime. Like, for example, the rapist, the thief, the murderer, the killer. Those are examples of criminal. The next one would be the law. What is law? A law is a rule or regulation that we all have to follow or to abide, for if we don't follow it, we'll be punished. But the law wasn't intended to be harsh, but it was intended to maintain peace and order within our country or within our society. So, here are some the goals of law. The first goal of the law is to enforce social control, to control people from doing bad things, from from attempting to do bad things or wrongful act. The next one would be discourage revenge. The law is already there to avenge you from that criminal. Like, for example, when you have a loved one that was killed or murdered, and you wanted to avenge, but you don't have to do it, for the law will do it for you. The next one would be expressing public opinion and morality. Like what I've said, that the law is already there to punish those criminals, instead of you. The law is there to stand with you or by you. The next one would be deterring criminal behavior. If I'm not mistaken from this, from what I have learned, that the law is to not to scare people from doing bad things, but it is to deter people that doing such thing or doing bad things is could could lead them or could punish them. So the goal of law is to let people realize that if they do attempt to do bad things or to do wrongful act, they will be punished, and there's a consequences with their with their acts. The next one would be punishing wrongdoing. That's that's the main goal of law, to punish wrongdoings, to punish everything that to punish anyone who do or who committed crime. Like, for example, rape. It should be punished and it should be detained or be imprisoned. Murder, they the murderer should be imprisoned. And also the same with the thief. And the next one, and then or the last goal of law is to maintain peace and order. The law is like what I've said lately, that the law was made not to be harsh, but to maintain peace and order, or to maintain social order. So the next one would be the five pillars. Five pillars are law enforcement, prosecution pillar, court pillar, correction pillar, and community pillar. So the law enforcement are the police, those people who are guarding us, who are who are there to to catch the criminals in our society. They are the one who are in position to catch those criminals and to guard us people. The next one is prosecution pillar. To prosecute or to prosecute the the offender, or to give him the plea, which is fair judgment. The court wherein the plea happens, and the correction pillar was the goal of correction pillar is to rehabilitate the offender. The that's where the criminal will be imprisoned and stay there for a couple of years. And the last one would be the community pillar. If the criminal is already done with its sentence, then he could go back to the community where he or she belong, and the community would accept the criminal because he or she has already served its sentence. So the next one would be the goals of criminal justice system. So the goals of criminal justice system is to protect the members of society, protect us people from the criminals or the crimes. The next one would be to maintain peace and order. Like, what is the goals of the law? It is to maintain peace and order. To prevent crime. Criminal justice system go one goal is to prevent crime. The next one would to suppression of criminal conduct, to lessen the criminals. The criminal justice system is in there to lessen or to suppress criminals. The next one is to review the legality of existing rules and regulation. If that rule is still fair or enough with the to judge the or is fair enough to plead that criminal. The next one would and the next or the last one would be the rehabilitation and reformation of the offender, which what I have said lately in the five pillars, that the the correction pillar, who is responsible for rehabilitating the offenders. So the next one would be the codes of Hammurabi. The code of Hammurabi is like they were the the person who committed a sin will be will suffered and will be happening to that person. Like, for example, a doctor made a mistake from operating or his surgery. So, or if the doctor had made a mistake and miscarriage a baby, then his son or daughter will also be killed to suffice the punishment, or that's the punishment in the code of Hammurabi. The Mosaic code is a godly type of punishment, wherein it was entailed there the Ten Commandments, and same with the Roman law. If I'm not mistaken, it's a godly type of punishment. The next one would be the common law. The common law was the law that was made from back then and was still active in the present. But there's a little changes because the back then state of life was different from our state in the present. The next one would be the revised penal code, which is the present sentence or law that we are that we are that is we are following right now. The last one would be the early forms of punishment in primitive times. So the first one would be flagging. The flagging the flagging it's the you when you watch K drama, the historical drama, it they uses flagging to punish the traitor or someone who committed a mistake. Mutilation, it's the cutting cutting some parts of the body. Branding, branding, I don't know what's the I forgot the meaning of branding. Banishment, it's like you are banned in your own country and you're going to leave your own country and live with another country. Public humiliation, that you will be humiliated in a public, like people could throw eggs, tomatoes, spit out of you. Hmm, I think that would be it. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned something from this video. Thank you.